My time in the jungle has been this wonderful, insane experience. I just feel like I'm in a dream.
You've got this! You're a female boss! I've been rumbled in the jungle!
Tulisa is the most zen, incredible woman I have ever met.
You can't be everyone's cup of tea, or you be a mum.
Yeah! I am intelligent! Are you not entertained?
You got to go through it to grow through it. This is an emotional roller coaster that's ending on a high. What a day, what a life, what a jungle. And I love you all lots like jelly tots.
That was the last 17 days of your life there. How does it feel watching it back?
Just a whirlwind, like, it doesn't feel real. I can't believe what I just did.
You packed a lot in.
Yeah, a lot in.
Yeah, you really did.
A lot in.
It's been great. It's been absolutely brilliant. You said before this that everyone must come out of this experience a different version of themselves. How do you feel now? Is that the case with you?
100%.
Really? How?
Yeah, I just think you're just going to be more grateful for everything. The food you eat, being around the people that you love, the home comforts. Just makes you very appreciative of life.
When all those things are taken away from you, you realise how much you appreciate them.
You don't realise how good you got it.
And have you learned more about yourself, do you think? What have you learned about you?
I don't know, really. Just stay strong with your convictions and remain you. It can be testing in here because you can end up coming in and feeling like different versions of yourself. You're surrounded by so many new people. So just be you, be yourself.
Be you and you'll be all right.
Exactly.
When you went into camp, there was one role in there that you really had your eyes on. Take a look at this.
You got to boil them. Are you heating oil on that pan?
It's a red meat at the end of the day, so you're going to cook it like a steak. That meat needed to be stewed.
Just cook the 2 veggies first. I pan fry it, taste a little bit off, see how tough it is. If it's tough, then broil it.
Camp chefs, Tulisa.
Upright, upright, upright.
Guys, I can't believe I burnt the beans.
It's okay.
If I get it wrong twice, Tulisa's going to have words with me.
That's a 10-star meal, yeah?
Is that amazing?
Is it true that you prepared and you researched dishes that you could cook in there?
I did.
You did?
I don't know how much it helped me because they were still pulling out dishes that I hadn't heard of.
Right.
So...
Well, you had to cook, I've got them here, you had to cook kangaroo hind, kangaroo tail and emu sausages. What was the easiest, what was the hardest?
I tell you what, I think emu sausages was the taste. No, it was kangaroo sausages were the tastiest.
Oh, yes,
I think
good.
sausages in general when they're the tastiest because the emu were really good the other night. Yeah.
And what about the tail?
The tail looked bad.
The tail, the problem is it's so tough. You need to stew it. If I was cooking that at home, it would be on the pot for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you're trying to do that in half an hour. Everyone's looking at you. The water wasn't reduced, and I was like, oh, no.
Do you feel that pressure, though, when they're all watching, like, sat around the beds looking at you like that?
Massively, definitely. That night in particular was pressure night, and then, I don't know if you saw all the floods and the water was swirling around us. It was like, oh, my God. Yeah, pressure night, that.
Well, you dealt with that pressure well. One thing you didn't deal with so well was the camp sing-alongs. But you tried to keep yourself to yourself and stay out of them. But you still went for all the trials and the challenges as well. Have a look at this. Tulisa, off you go.
Oh, so good. Plus 1, 222.
Keep it down, Tulisa. You can do it.
Yes.
I discovered I'm a screamer. I'm quite disappointed in myself.
Well, you're not a secret screamer anymore, are you?
You tried to keep it quiet, didn't you?
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Were the trials as bad as you thought they would be before you came on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were as bad. They were as bad. I didn't realise the eating trial was going to be as bad, but when you pulled out those spiders on me, I was like, oh, my God.
When you doubled up with the spiders, when you were like, it is what it is,
Yeah.
put them together and put them all in at once, I was like, that's hardcore, man.
I think I was just trying to make it over and done with as quick as possible, and doing the 2 was just too much for me, so I was like, I'm just going to have to get it all in one.
Oh,
I mean,
well
you,
done.
You absolutely went for it. Were you genuinely hoping you would be able to keep your screams in?
Yeah.
For the amount of time you were in there?
I really did. Or I just thought I could hold it down for like a long period and then it wouldn't come out towards closer to the end, which I felt like I managed to do.
Almost.
Almost.
Until the fright bus.
That's something on you
Sorry,
there.
I've got spiders
I mean,
all
you'd
over
be
stuff.
terrible on the fried bus, as would I.
No, it was really good. And when you weren't doing the trials, you did have plenty of words of encouragement for the rest of your campmates as well. You were always there for them. Have a look.
You're a man going through pain and you're vulnerable about it. That takes strength. It's really good to let it out. It's normal to feel like this. You've got to just go with the motions. You're going to feel terrified up until you're doing it. You've got to think just because it's alien to you doesn't mean that, you know, it's scary. I'm just looking at you and I'm like, Flip, she's literally like Superwoman. Don't ever apologise for having a cry.
A strong woman like that is going to appreciate you going, I think you're a sensational woman and I'd love to take you out.
That's really nice.
Can we make it happen, please, between Melvin and Bordy? What's going on, please? Has she said anything?
There's been movement.
There's been voice notes, yeah, you'll find out.
But back to you guys. You all bonded really quickly this year.
Yeah.
What was it about this group that you all got on so well so early?
Everyone was just super happy, positive, very empathetic. I think we were all very mindful of each other's emotions and what we were going through. And that was just really, really helpful in an experience like this. There were no buggers in there, so to speak.
And you were all so open with one another, which is wonderful to watch.
Yeah, very vulnerable with each other right from the start. And I was inspired to be vulnerable because some people were able to be a lot more vulnerable than me.
Well,
and
it's great to watch.
It
And
really
thank
was.
you for it.